guys, it's Manda. I thought today we would do something really fun and mix all my watercolors together. That's right, every single watercolor I have, we are mixing together. Right now I'm working through all of my tubed watercolors and putting them on the palette. And so this part took quite a while to get done because some of my tubes, the caps were stuck on, so that was really fun. And you'll see later on what I do with my palettes, like the one next to all of my little dots of watercolor. But I'm not going to use that palette to add into all of the fun because all those colors are being added right now with the tubed watercolors. So didn't re-add those, but later on some colors end up being reused because I've used some of my tubed watercolors to fill in some palettes and I couldn't remember all of the ones that got filled in, so there will be repeats, but we just won't know which ones are the actual repeats or just a different brand or something. But since I knew all of those ones came from what was in my little watercolor tube sets, that I wasn't going to use it. Alright, so that's what my box of tubed watercolors look like. So cool, right? Look at all those colors. So much fun. And that is what the rest of it looks like. And those are all the palettes I'm going to be using today to mix together and see what color comes out of it. So what do you guys think the color is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a blue color, a red color, a purple color? What color are you guys thinking it's going to be? I did add some like metallic shimmery stuff to my palette, or to my color, because I had them, so yeah. So this is how I added the panned watercolors. I made sure they were really, really wet. As you can see, I'm adding more water to them. I spritz them down with a little sprayer, and I'm just adding them to the side like that. Now when I did that, it worked for a little bit, but some colors do end up mixing together before I mix all my colors together. But I'm not too worried about that because it doesn't really do anything, because we're not just mixing like those 3 or 4 colors together. We're mixing all of my colors together, so I wasn't too worried. But as you can see, we are just adding all from that palette. Oh man, and that's what the palette looks like. Very messy palette, but that's what all watercolor artist palettes look like. And if they say otherwise, they're lying. Alright, so this is one of my favorite palettes. It's a Karataki palette. It's a 24 pan set. It's in a square shape, and I don't know why, but square shapes, I just really like them. So I'm adding all those colors now. I really like this palette because the colors are nice, and the pans are huge. They're gonna last so long. Like, on top of them just having lots of colors in them, I also have a lot of palettes, so like, they're gonna last a while. But something cool about this palette is that you can get replacement paints for the palette itself, or you can add your own colors to it when you run out of the color that's already in the pan. Alright, now onto these two palettes. These two are pretty cool. Well, one of them's like a kid's grade and the other was a kid's grade, but it's actually made with some koi watercolors and Winsor Newton common colors because I thought I could make my own little watercolor tray. And no, I never use it. Kind of sad, right? But it's true. It looks like I'm missing clips for one of my other watercolor palettes I used. I used my portable palette. It's my favorite palette, honestly. It's great. I'll show you in a different video all of the wonderful things about it, but yeah, I'm missing that. So the next part is just me adding my metallic paints because they're watercolor paints. I have to add them. We're mixing all my watercolors together. So I'll check back in with you guys after all this and as I start to mix my colors together. So yeah, see you in a bit. part mixing all my watercolors together. Oh boy, this took a long time. And I know it looks black right now, but in reality it was really red purple at this time, but it was definitely purple. What color do you guys think it's going to be in the end? Will it stay purple or will it be a different color? It was so much fun to mix all this, but at the same time it wasn't, because I was trying so hard to make sure everything got mixed evenly, so it took a while to mix this guy, but I think I did an okay job. Alright, we're still mixing. So, your guesses now. What did you guess the color was going to be, and was it right? As you can see, it looks like it looks gray brown on the camera, and that's kind of accurate to what the color was, but in reality it also is kind of a purpley color. But because some of the paints don't mix well together, or I'm just really bad at mixing them solidly, I don't know, but because some of them don't work too well together, it kind of varies on what color you get. Sometimes you'll get a more red purple, and other times they'll be more blue or green, and it's really cool. Also, I really like this because kind of don't know exactly what you're gonna get, but yeah. And I mixed 150 colors together. 150! And that's what the color looks like. And it also does have some metallic-ness to it, which is nice. So right now I'm using a hairdryer. That's just to help me speed up the drying process, because the drying process can take so long. Which, if you have the patience, you can do that, or you can just use a hairdryer. So girls, if you want to use a hairdryer, make sure you ask your mom before grabbing it, because that'd be rude to just take it and not ask her. So ask her for permission. And you don't want to put it all the way up against the paper, because that'll move the paint and it's just not good. So alright, so now it's time for the painting part, because I decided to make a picture with it. Now, I was hoping for oh, look, there's cat paw prints. There are cat paw prints, that's right. Because I did this the next day, my kitty cat walked all through my palette, which is nice. So there's some cat hair in it too, so I had to fiddle with that. Anyways, I thought my palette was going to be more blue toned because of, I have a lot of blues. But it wasn't, and I had already decided I wanted to do this picture because I figured I could definitely make this work. I can make a painting out of this with one color. Yeah, it doesn't look how I thought it was gonna look, but that's okay. It's all experiments. So I hope you guys are having fun watching Manda mix all the colors together and paint and all that. So right now I'm doing a wash. So I'm putting down some water. It's a little dirty because I don't think I cleaned my thing very well, but yeah, I'm doing a wash. So that way it helps my watercolor not be as dark on the paper, and I have a little bit more control with it, and it stays wet longer. So I can blend the sky how I want it to. So that's kind of why I did that. And right now I'm just putting the sky in. So much fun. Are you guys painting right now, or are you drawing? What are you guys doing? Let me know. I hope you guys are arting with me, because that's what this is for. We're supposed to art together. Or Caitlin, since I know you like to write, you can write, but I saw you drawing last time, which is so cool. I love it. Please draw more. Always draw. When I was your guys' age, I didn't think I was very good, and I can guarantee that's what you guys are thinking. You're like, I'm not that good, I'm not as good as Manda. No. I was exactly how you guys are at your ages. So please keep drawing, because you're only going to get better. And what I did right there was I dabbed a piece of paper towel onto the paper to make some clouds while it was still wet. But guys, I can guarantee all my drawings do not look this nice at your guys' ages. So please, 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 please keep drawing. And let me see what you're drawing, please, because I love it. It always makes me so happy to see you guys doing art. I can guarantee I'm gonna love it because you guys are doing something creative and it's so cool. And it's helping you improve. Even if the drawing you think doesn't look good, it's helping you get better. So the more you draw, the better you get. Just a little pro tip. Alright, I'm gonna let some music play for a little bit and then I'll come right back, okay? Alright, I'll see you in a minute. So the only way I was going to make this piece work was to do contrast and know my values, which is kind of tricky, and I don't think I did a very good job of representing that in this piece. I was kind of hurrying through because the sun was setting and I was trying to keep decent lighting for this, so I might have to redo this, like one color part, but you want the values to be good and all that, but I don't think I did a very good job of that. So just letting you know, I don't think I did the best representation, but it's all practice, right? So I'm using the back of my paintbrush, which has like I don't know what to call it. I can't think of words, but it has like a slant to it, and I'm using that to help make some water indents, like using it on the paper and making an indent into the paper, and then when I go over it, it'll leave some watercolor there, which is so cool. It'll leave like some more and make it darker sometimes. So I did that to help build some dimension and texture into the water, so that's what I'm doing that for. So I'm gonna start on the water, which was really fun, but at the same time terrifying, because if I mess that up, I mess everything else up, which is not fun. And for the guy in the boat, you'll see me paint over him, don't worry. I made sure to leave him in a normal graphite pencil so I could see him as I work, and the rest of the pencil marks are a water-soluble graphite, which means when I put water over it, it's going to make the pencil disappear into the watercolor paints, which is really nice and helpful if you're doing watercolors. So if you guys want to try out a water-soluble pencil, let me know. And so that's how other pencil marks won't be shown, but I left him in a regular pencil just so I could see him, because I knew I was going to paint over him just to make it a little easier for me to paint. So starting the water, and I think I went a little too dark with the water in the end, but that's okay. It's all a learning process. Everybody makes mistakes. So there I am painting over him. So I'll get back to you guys when I start on the next part. stuff. That is some of my watercolor mixture I made. So I put it into a cup because there was so much. And actually, once that cup dries completely, I will send it to you guys, and all you'll have to do is put some water on it and you'll be able to use all of my watercolors. So it's gonna take a little while. Probably won't be there by the time you watch this, but yeah, I'm going to send you that once it's completely dry. It's gonna take quite a while though. So I'm starting on the guy in the boat. I knew for him he was gonna be really dark because he needed to be. So I just used pretty much the darkest, like the most pigment of the mixture I had to get him really dark. So that's what I did. And yeah, it's not, you can't really see because of that glare. Thanks, glare. Covering up my work. But as you can see, everything else is darker than I wanted it to be. I think I go back through and try to fix it a little bit, but it's okay. It's a learning experience. I really like this color. I really like it. So I put it in my actual palette that I used, which is the first palette you saw in the beginning, the one that's like in frame right now. That is my favorite palette to use, so I put it in my palette so I can use it whenever I want to. And again, it's gonna take so long to dry, so I have to keep my palette like out so it doesn't like spill everywhere, but it's okay, it's a good thing. I have all my watercolors now. I'm gonna use all my watercolors now, so that's really fun. So it looks like I'm basically done. So I really hope you guys enjoyed me mixing all of my watercolors together, and let me know what you thought the color was gonna be, and if you like the color I ended up mixing. I'll show a close-up of my final piece here in a second, but yeah, let me know, and I will hopefully get that out to you guys soon. I love you guys so much. So Caitlin and Shelby, please keep drawing and let me know what you think of this color. I don't know if I'm repeating myself. I'm kind of sick and tired, so I'm sorry if I am. Bad cousin. Okay, so I love you guys so much. Please keep arting, and please show me when you're working on stuff. I would love to see it. I'll have to do a quote-unquote studio tour for you guys so you can see that I actually do hang up your artwork. So yeah, Caitlin, send me art. Send me lots of art. I have lots of Shelby right now. I need more Caitlin, so send me your art. Okay, I love you guys and hope you have a great day.